The zoo has a growing flock of Chilean flamingos. These flamboyant pink birds are famous for their vibrant color and stalk legs. They are native to more exotic continents.
Africa and America, so yeah, across the two main continents, and they do migrate across, so you do get them to tip up at Spain and stuff occasionally on the way, so yeah.
Juvenile flamingos and chicks sport a grey colour, which they have until they obtain their full pink plumage. Breeding them is hard work, and managed by Simon, who's kind enough to tell us about his role when bringing them up.
I suppose I am parent for them when they're chicks, so it's my job to make sure they've got enough food to sustain life and to help them sort of wean themselves off so they can be independent on their own. The flocking instincts in flamingos is quite naturally high, so mixing them into the group's not too much of a difficulty. Once they're down here at the flock, wing management is quite a big part of my job. Quite a lot of our birds are fully winged birds, which means they have to have a few feathers clipped every now and then to make sure that they don't fly off out the enclosure. So that's my general management of flamingos, and obviously trying to help make sure they've got the mud and stuff needed to make the nests in the summer, if and when they do.
In the wild, flamingos can be found in gigantic groups, which sit around lakes and other freshwater areas.
Yeah, there's some massive flocks, and sometimes they've just found a flock last year which nobody had even heard of, and there's some 15,000 birds in it. So it's just literally catching the migratory patterns. But you've got the likes of the Caribbean flamingos, that they're a bit more not so well off, and the Jamesons is the rarest. I don't think you can even see them in captivity in Britain anymore.
Ideally, flamingos will be able to rear their own young. However, this currently isn't possible.
Also, flamingos specifically, we have a huge problem with predation of eggs from the gulls, because they'll come and take eggs, so I always swap the eggs. I have to get them as quick as possible because it can be in there half an hour and the gull comes and takes it and that's it gone.
You can see in each bit, you can see they've all got axes on the top.
Yeah.
And then you've got circles on the bottom. And that's so you know you've done a half turn.
When they first hatch, like I say, they're on water for the first feed, and then it's normally 2 weeks old before we start the exercise, because like I say, up until that point, when I've ever watched adult flamingos, the chick will be on a nest, a mud-made nest, that can be up to 2-3 foot off the ground. So they can't walk anywhere except for like a 6-inch diameter at the top of the nest. So it's only when they leave that, which is around 2 or 3 weeks old, that they start doing more walking then. Chicks from last year before last, Bullseye, which is PWN, one of the birds with the green Darvik ring behind us. He's called Bullseye because I took somebody up there for the first time to see him when he was the smallest chick, and he managed to poop on me from 4 foot away because it's quite projectile, because when they're small they're not up and about, they just sit on the nest for the first couple of weeks, so it's in their best interest to sort of squirt the poo away to keep their own nest site clean.